Live from Universal Studios in Hollywood, welcome to the inaugural Screen Actors Guild Awards. Please join John Travolta and his wife Kelly Preston, Jamie Lee Curtis and her mother Janet Leigh, Jerry Seinfeld, Samuel L. Jackson, Gary Sinise, Kathy Baker and Jason Alexander, Martin Landau, Ellen DeGeneres, Chaz Palminteri, Halle Berry, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, the cast of ER, Michelle Pfeiffer, Candice Bergen, Susan Sarandon, and Tim Robbins as we honor the finest performers in film and television.
Hello, my name is Angela Lansbury. We are here this evening to honor our fellow performers in film and TV with an award simply called the Actor. I know a little bit about the subject. I've been Elizabeth Taylor's sister, Spencer Tracy's mistress, Elvis's mother, and a singing teapot. Let's face it, at one time or another, everyone loves the opportunity to act. No matter what we do, I guess we are all actors at heart. I mean, just watch a child play Let's Pretend. I mean, actors are simply those people who have turned this impulse into a life's work. So tonight is dedicated to the art and craft of acting by the people who should know about it, actors. And remember, you're one too.
The first Screen Actors Guild Awards, a night where actors honor their fellow actors. Scheduled to appear: Jason Alexander, Anne Margaret, Halle Berry, George Burns, Margaret Cho, Tim Curry, Anthony Edwards, Hector Elizondo, Dennis Franz, Linda Gray, Helen Hunt, Swoosie Kurtz, Angela Lansbury, Christine Lottie, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Joe Mantegna, Edward James Olmos, David Paymer, Judge Reinhold, Cliff Robertson, Sinbad, Patrick Stewart, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And now, the co-star of Mad About You and a Screen Actors Guild Award nominee tonight, please welcome Helen Hunt.
Good evening. I have the distinct honor of being the first presenter at the first ever Screen Actors Guild Awards for excellence in film and television acting. The Screen Actors Guild, the union that represents performers on both the big and small screen, was founded in 1933, but has never given an annual award for outstanding performance before tonight. It's a long overdue event. Most actors struggle. Of the 78,000 members of the Screen Actors Guild, only 20% make their living from acting. For every well-known actor, there are thousands of fine, skilled professionals, young and old, who continue to work at the craft they love. Our hope is that these awards will reflect the very best in film and television acting. This year's awards are for outstanding performance in film and TV for 1994. The entire membership of the Guild had a chance to vote for tonight's winners, and since the award is an acknowledgement by our peers, it is a supreme compliment. One last thing. Actors get an awfully bad rap. You ask your average civilian about actors, and they'll probably say we are vain, childish, self-centered, conceited, spoiled, often late for an appointment, and afraid of getting old and no longer being the center of attention. Now, I ask you, where did that distorted impression come from? From Hollywood itself. Watch.
This is my work! My life's work. I'm an actor!
I am an actress. I'm an actress.
I'm not an actor. I'm a movie star!
I'll play any part that appeals to me for $20. But I'll never, under any circumstances, play any part with which I don't feel a sincere congeniality.
I want the lead role.
I am the hero, so shut up!
It'd be very easy for me to trade on my looks. Just like
sure.
But I have some serious acting ambition.
Actors are not made. Actors and idiots are born.
No, I'm an actor. I play many roles. I am not a piece of meat. I command respect. If they catch me using this phone, they will kill me.
I wonder if you can guess who I am.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures. Used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
And here it is, the Screen Actors Guild Award, the actor. And so to receive the first one of these this evening for outstanding performance by a male actor in a supporting role in a motion picture, the nominees are
Samuel L. Jackson, Pulp Fiction.
We're all going to be like three little Fonzies here. What Fonzie like? Come on, Yolanda, what's Fonzie like? What? Cool. Correctamundo. And that's what we're going to be. We're going to be cool.
Martin Landau, Ed Wood.
I shall perfect my own race of people. A race of atomic supermen that will conquer the world.
Chaz Palminteri, Bullets over Broadway.
Don't say hi.
Don't say hi.
What do you mean you added that? Are you allowed to do
I
that?
added it. We're allowed to have things.
How could you just add something?
You're
You
allowed
can't
to
do
have
that.
things. It's called ad-libbing.
You can't do that.
Gary Sinise, Forrest Gump.
Get your hands down. Do not salute me. Damn snipers all around this area who love to grease an officer. I'm Lieutenant Dan Taylor. Welcome to 4th Platoon.
John Turturro, Quiz Show.
The best picture from 2 years ago? I don't know it.
Someone of your intellect, and it's such a simple question. Don't you see the drama of that?
Drama?
And the actor goes to Martin Landau for Ed Wood.
This has been an amazing year for me. You know, I have to thank Tim Burton for seeing me in this part when I didn't see me in the part. And he said there was no other actor he wanted for this part. And it's great to get a part where audiences can laugh a little, cry a little, maybe think a little. And it was a great honor to play this actor who was very gifted. And it was sort of an homage to actors, and I'm so pleased. You know, I joined SAG in 1952. It wasn't my first union. My first union was Equity, and then AFTRA, because it was live television. So I started in the theater, went to live television, and then I became a film actor by default, in that I was doing Signal Corps films and stuff like that in New York. And it's been a long trip, you know, and I really... You know, there's 78,000 active members of SAG, so this is a very meaningful thing to me because it's my peers. I love actors. I care about actors. They are my life, and I spend more time with them than I do with anyone else in the world. And 10 years ago, there were casting directors who wouldn't see me, agents who wouldn't represent me, and I know how tough it is out there to get a job, and then when you get a job, to do the job well. It's a tough, tough life. Peaks and valleys, life and career. This is a peak. And I've got to say, I hope I live long enough to work with every one of those 78,000 people out there. Gretchen, this is for us. And for Bela Lugosi. Thank you.
She was Miles' girlfriend on Murphy Brown, and now the co-star on Frasier. You know him from Godfather 3, House of Games, and Searching for Bobby Fischer. Here's Jane Leaves and Joan Mantegna.
Good evening.
Jane, you want to hear an actor story?
Sure.
Okay. Victor Mature, the great matinee idol of the 50s, applied for a membership in an exclusive club and was turned down because he was an actor. He was flabbergasted. I'm no actor, he protested, and I have 64 movies to prove it.
Did he get in?
No.
For outstanding performance by a female actor in a dramatic television series, the nominees are
Kathy Baker, Picket Fences.
Your sperm is going nowhere near that woman. Am I being too subtle?
No.
Good. I'm going to go in the kitchen and see if I can rustle up something for her to choke on.
Swoosie Kurtz, Sisters.
It wasn't murder, and it wasn't manslaughter. It was an act of compassion. I know that. And so does he.
Angela Lansbury, Murder, She Wrote.
It's lovely.
You sure it isn't too much?
Absolutely.
You sure?
Jane Seymour, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
She says it's staying together is like watching a fire burn.
That's good.
Well, ignore a fire and it burns out.
Cicely Tyson, Sweet Justice.
You should have used them just like they used you. But you left uneducated without a future. And believe me, in the real world, nobody cares how many times you say, if I was white.
Oh. Hi. The actor goes to
Kathy Baker, Picket Fences.
Wow, look at this guy. Oh, I just don't really know how to tell you all how much it means to me to get an award for acting from actors. I owe this to David Kelly for seeing me in the role. I think David has written me one of the best roles ever, regardless of gender or medium, actually, and I think he knows how I feel about it. I want to thank every single person who works on Picket Fences. I love you all. Thank you for making me look so good. Thank you to my oldest son, who is here tonight, keeping my feet on the ground. I don't know what I'd do without you and your beautiful little brother and your most excellent father. Time's up, it says. I can hardly carry this thing. I hope you all get to feel this someday. This is incredibly heavy. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you.
Coming up, outstanding performance by male and female actors in a comedy television series as the Screen Actors Guild Awards continue.
Yeah, I'm here for the audition.
Which audition? The music video, the horror movie, the exercise tape, or the infomercial?
We're looking for charisma. We're looking for sex appeal and yet innocence.
I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. You're looking at my nose, aren't you?
We're looking for that certain je ne sais quoi.
Get out of my way. Or, get out of my way. Or, get out of my way.
Got the smile
Be happy.
Yes.
I'll try it again.
It's so tasty, too.
She's the star of Sisters. He's the co-star of the red-hot ensemble drama ER. Please welcome Swoosie Kurtz and Anthony Edwards.
It says don't lean towards microphone.
Don't lean toward microphone. Okay. Actors do take a lot of heat, don't they?
It's envy.
A noted critic once described male actors as men who sleep until noon and spend the afternoon calling on women.
It's pretty close.
You wish.
I can dream.
The nominees for Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Comedy Television Series are
Jason Alexander, Seinfeld.
I knew something was there. So I reached my hand in, felt around, and pulled out the obstruction.
John Goodman, Roseanne.
I'm not my father.
If I knew you was going to be passing down your family's cramps from my kids, I would not be having another one with you.
Yeah, well, DJ's got it easy. I'm supposed to kiss you tonight.
Kelsey Grammer, Frasier.
I'm going to get back down there and take my show back. Well, these prescriptions will take care of that and more. Now, here, run down to the drugstore. Post haste.
Lidocaine? This will have you high as a kite.
That's only until I take a couple of these.
David Hyde Pierce, Frasier.
Maris is unable to have pets. She distrusts anything that loves her unconditionally.
Paul Reiser, Mad About You.
All right, I'm not just saying this to suck up. I would pick up you.
Come on.
No, seriously, because, you know, you're cute, you got a perky sweater, and you look like you would irritate my mother just about enough.
And the actor goes to...
Jason Alexander, Seinfeld.
I had money on everybody else. I've never been so unprepared for anything. I thought of nothing. I don't even know who else is in the show. Thank you, NBC. I should do that because I'll be out of a job against something, and that's the whole area, so they're checked off. Thank you, everyone at Table 6. Even Jane Seymour, just because you're lovely to sit with, even though we don't. I just have the best job in television, and it's a pleasure to go to work every day and have as much fun as I do and get paid for it and get things like this. And most of that, the success that I've enjoyed is due to the very hard work of two people in particular, and I have to thank my pals, Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld, for making me look so stupid every week. And I also want to thank my family who's in town, Mom, Gaby, Dad, sister, everybody, hi. And that beautiful woman I was sitting next to is my wonderful wife, Dana, who actually tells me how to do it every week. And my little boy, Gaby, at home. Thank you all very much. I'm very flattered by this. Thank you.
You've seen him in The Three Musketeers, Home Alone 2, and soon Congo. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Curry.
Good evening. Since this is the inaugural Screen Actors Guild Awards, we deemed it only fitting that you should meet some of our members. Not just the well-known stars, but the thousands of career professionals who perform vital and often unheralded roles in the films and TV shows we all enjoy. Let's begin with a group not normally associated with acting, background singers. They are everywhere. The next time you click on your TV, check out the amount of singing you hear in commercials, theme songs, film scores, cartoons, you name it. They sing the soundtrack to our lives. Watch this.
Lollipop Jill, Lollipop Jill, Lollipop Jill.
We're men, manly men, we're men in fights. Yeah! We roam around the forest looking for fights.
Now, Mama said there's only so much fortune a man really needs, and the rest is just for showing off. And even though Bubba was dead, and Lieutenant Dan said I was nuts, I gave Bubba's mama Bubba's share.
And then there are the more than 500 guild dancers, working at a time when dance in film is going through an exciting evolution. Gone are the days of big show-stopping production numbers. I think I was in the last one, actually. Now dance is more critical to story and character, and much more prevalent than most people realize. Over 35 feature films used dance last year, from Bullets Over Broadway to The Mask and The Flintstones. Now, watch this.
Let's rock this joint!
You try my patience, you really, really do. You flimsy, discount piece of crap!
Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Seinfeld.
Look, I don't have grades. I don't want grades. I don't even say grades, okay? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, right.
Roseanne. Roseanne.
It's just 7 months old and just no, we're doing it, but things have gotten kind of rushed. Well, rushed is kind of fun, you know. Sometimes me and Dan try to race the microwave popcorn.
And the actor goes to Helen Hunt, Mad About You.
Thank you very much. This furthers my theory that I'm currently the luckiest woman I know. First of all, Paul Reiser, with all due respect to everyone in the room, is the best, not only the funniest person I've ever seen, but the best actor ever. And I feel like I have been graced to get to work with this person every day. It's like getting to play the very best acting tennis ever every day, so I'm incredibly lucky. Anne Ramsey, Leela Kenzel, and John Pankow are laughing because I forgot to thank them when I won my Golden Globe, A. And B, Paul and I have gotten a lot of attention from this show, and the truth is there are 5 of us, and they are not only incredibly talented and incredibly funny, but my dear friends, so I'm honored to get to work with them. Our writers, Danny Jacobson and Jeffrey Lane, and our whole staff of writers, they're why we're here, and I'm standing in front of you. And I'd like to thank my manager, Connie Tavel, and Stephen Uvain, and Adam Bennett, and thank you very much. Good night.
Linda Gray, Dennis Frank, and Jason Alexander will join us when the Screen Actors Guild's Award...
be interested in a movie?
I've got this new script.
And I picked you for the lead in my next picture. Got a nice part for you.
This project is so important to me that I couldn't take a chance on just anyone.
Now listen, Ann. I'm on the level. Why don't you come to my house tonight?
I just don't think that I could do this.
Play the parts or I'll kill you.
Make a very good director.
Thank you.
She spent 11 years on Dallas as Sue Ellen Ewing and now stars in Models, Inc. He's the Emmy Award-winning star of NYPD Blue. Please welcome Linda Gray and Dennis Franz.
So, you know what Walter Winchell said when asked, what's wrong with Hollywood?
No, please, tell me.
He said, the problem is they shoot too many pictures and not enough actors.
Boy, that Walter was a mean guy.
Yeah, he was, you know?
All right.
We are here to honor the outstanding performance by a male actor in a TV movie or miniseries.
These are frequently the strongest roles in television, the ones that stay with the actors for their entire careers.
And the nominees are...
James Garner, The Rockford Files, I Still Love L.A.
As soon as the check clears.
Why? I mean, what's wrong with L.A.?
The quality of life. There isn't any.
Raul Julia, The Burning Season.
100 men without education is a rabble. One educated man is the beginning of a movement.
John Malkovich, Heart of Darkness.
That is mine. You are interfering with me. You and your peddling notions do not interfere.
Gary Sinise, Stephen King's The Stand.
If anyone asks questions why you came, this is what you'll say. They drove you out of the free zone, and you might have a woman, and that woman might have idiot children.
Forrest Whitaker, The Enemy Within.
I thought it better to leave here. They put in the Marines who died, defending the things you're trying to destroy.
Leave the speeches to the politicians.
If there'll be any left after you. And the actor goes to...
Raul Julia, The Burning Season.
Accepting for Raul Julia, Mrs. Merrill Julia.
Um, 44, 43, 42. Raul was surrounded by many wonderful people on The Burning Season. John Frankenheimer, his great director, his wonderful producers, David Putnam, and all the producers at HBO, Robert Cooper, Michael Fuchs, and Hutch Parker. His wonderful, incredible cast of Edward James Olmos, Sonia Braga, Isai Morales, Tomas Milian, Jose Perez, Kamala Dawson, Nigel Havers, some longtime friends there. He was thrilled to play Chico Mendez, a man of conviction and a man who was committed to human beings. I think what you see shining through Raul's performance is his own commitment to human beings, that being his commitment that drove him through his adult career, which was the end of hunger. And to the millions of people who die of hunger needlessly every year, year in and year out, when there are solutions. Raul had a wonderful, incredible, fantastic life. He didn't live as many years as I would have wanted him to, but he lived them fully. He was joyous and gave a lot of joy to many, many people. He was just about the only person I know who could sit in a restaurant or maybe even here and all of a sudden just burst into song because it bubbled up from inside of him. And that was natural for him. And with all of that, he would say to me, you know, I only have the moment. I have to live the moment. And I'm most alive when I'm working, when I'm acting. So I know that tonight he'd be very honored to accept this award from you, his acting peers in the profession that he loved so very, very much, and be in... Sorry I'm going on so much, but I have to say this. To be in the company that he was in with all the wonderful actors in his category. So, from myself, from our children, from Raul's friends and his family and all of his fans, this means a great deal to us. Thank you very, very much.
Here to look at the hidden world of the voiceover, Screen Actors Guild winner, Jason Alexander.
You know, I am so delighted for Raul Julia, who is such a wonderful human being and an actor. But I have to tell you, when I presented at the Emmys, I followed the announcement of the death of Jessica Tandy. I don't know what it is. I'm just in a groove. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so nice to be a participant at a dignified event such as this because it allows me to appear before you elegantly dressed, coiffed, refined, sans glasses and Brooklyn dialect. In short, to remind not only you but myself that I am not, in fact, a neurotic, paranoid, often caustic, socially inept, fast-talking, wisecracking, sexually juvenile, nearsighted guy with a thick New York accent. Oh, sure, I suppose I can play that sort of thing, but it's only a small sampling of my ability, a single egg roll in the poo-poo platter of my range, if you will. And that is why it is so refreshing to go to a recording studio every week where my voice breathes life into the animated character of Duckman, a character that, in true homage to my range as an artist, can best be described as a neurotic, paranoid, often caustic, dyspeptic, socially inept, fast-talking, wisecracking, sexually juvenile, nearsighted duck with a thick New York accent. But in seriousness, voiceover work is both challenging and fun, and perhaps that is why some of the most famous folk in Hollywood do it, and do it well. Why even our own guild president, Mr. Barry Gordon, is, for the Turtle fans out there, the voice of the great mutant ninja terrapin Donatello. And here are a few more surprises.
We're the intruders, Ajax.
Now listen, everyone. When things have gotten tough, this family's always pitched in together. Like when we smuggled those people out of Nazi Germany into Switzerland.
That wasn't us, you glob of mucus.
Right. Well, what about the time we all pitched in together to get cable?
Hey, everybody, look who's here. The prognosis is that John's going to make a full recovery. In fact, NASA can't wait to get him back in command of another shuttle.
You mean it? I can live with you.
From now on, Bobby, mi casa es su casa.
I don't know what that means, but I guess he's gonna let me stay.
Salutations, Duck.
Jake, on your second thought.
Yeah!
Do you know what we do to kings who step out of their kingdom?
Sure. You can't do anything to me.
Technically, they can. We are on their land.
Simba, you have forgotten me.
No. How could I?
You have forgotten who you are, and so forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than what you have become.
now it is my pleasure to announce the nominees for the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a TV Movie or Miniseries. That's the wrong category, I believe. It should be, you can't fool me, because it says right here, regardless of what it says there, Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Drama Series. And the nominees are
Hector Elizondo, Chicago Hope.
I go to bed and pray somebody will take a swing at me and give me the opportunity. Do me the biggest favor known to man, Aaron, and swing at me.
Dennis Franz, NYPD Blue.
Excuse me. Cherry.
Diet or regular?
What are you, smartass?
Mandy Patinkin, Chicago Hope.
I think you've been assigned to me to keep me sane. The executive committee tells you to hold my hand.
Tom Skerritt, Picket Fences.
You've been husband and wife for 16 years. When are you going to be sure it's going to last?
I don't know.
Patrick Stewart, Star Trek, The Next Generation.
What if I don't avoid the fire? What if I won't make the changes? Then you die on the table, and we spend eternity together. Wonderful.
And the actor goes to Dennis Franz, NYPD Blue.
Get the car. I guess it's safe to say that indicating from 3 of the 5 nominees in this category that there is life after hair. Thank you. I am very honored to be the first recipient of this award, and it would be impossible for me to accept it without acknowledging the wonderful cast, who I think is the best cast on television. I have to give respect to the people responsible for creating the characters that we are fortunate enough to bring each week to the show, and that is Stephen Bochco, David Milch, Gregory Hoblit, and our wonderfully gifted writers. I need to thank Judith Moss, Jack Field, Sam Gores, Cynthia Snyder for making my life easier so I can work, and on a personal level, my bride-to-be, Joni Zach, and our 2 wonderful girls, Tricia and Krista, that make my life complete. I'm a very lucky man. Thank you very much.
Coming up, a special tribute to George Burns by Anne Margaret.
Hey, you want to see me in a movie? I play the sexy harem girl. Eddie, what's my motivation?
You're the file clerk.
You ever see me on television? I play the shaving cream man from outer space.
Aren't you in Platoon?
You know, I was only in there for a minute. In the rape scene, moving past Charlie Sheen when I left the closet. I had a great scene, but it was cut out.
Well, I was a Nubian space slave last week with an aluminum foil jockstrap.
Ow! Of course, normally I don't do anything so trivial.
A television pilot.
She has her own situation comedy, All-American Girl. He's the acclaimed co-star of Quiz Show and Mr. Saturday Night. Here's Margaret Cho and David Paymer.
I just have one question.
Shoot.
If 78,000 actors all voted for the Best Actor award, wouldn't you think everyone would get 1 vote each?
Yeah, there's some logic there.
Now, our category is Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture.
Which is also known as the Scene Stealer Award.
Oh, that's a complete misnomer. Actors don't steal scenes.
Yeah, right.
And the nominees for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture are...
Jamie Lee Curtis, True Lies.
It's not okay. It's extortion.
So what did you tell him?
I slept with him and he said he'd knock off $100.
That's good thinking. Bye, honey.
Sally Field, Forrest Gump.
Martha's a box of chocolates, Forrest. You never know what you're gonna get.
Uma Thurman, Pulp Fiction.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and powder my nose. You sit here and think of something to say.
I'll do that.
Diane Wiest, Bullets Over Broadway.
We've never really had a chance to talk.
Can I get you?
2 martinis, please. Very dry.
How'd you know what I drank?
Oh, you want one, too?
Robin Wright, Forrest Gump.
You can't keep doing this all the time.
I can't help it. I love you.
Forrest, you don't know what love is.
And the actor goes to...
Diane Wiest in Bullets Over Broadway. Diane Wiest is making a film in New York. We accept on her behalf. Congratulations, Diane.
Ladies and gentlemen, the unexplainable Sinbad.
Thank you, thank you. Stunt people have been part of this guild since day one, and though they rarely speak, on camera they are certainly actors. This is my stunt double, Mr. Rusty McClendon. Say hello, Rusty. Once again, proving the stuntman's trained, did not blow the scene, did not open his mouth. We can move on. That's a trained stuntman. They are also athletes, technicians, acrobats, pilots, and a whole lot of other things. But they are not, and I repeat, they are not evil Knievels. They are not out there risking their lives because they're too crazy to know better. That's a myth. Most of these men are trying to work on their PhDs so they can become lawyers and doctors when their career as stuntmen and stuntwomen are over with. And they are cautious and as prepared as anyone on the film set. I'm going to show you right now. A lot of actors lose their mind because they think they're real athletes and they forget the stuntman's doing all the work. Like, I can look like a macho man with my stuntman. Check it out. See? Now, if I really would throw a punch at him, this would happen. Oh! Oh! There are over 1,999 stuntmen because one just lost his job in the Screen Actors Guild. Watch them at work. That wasn't funny, man. You know that? You didn't have to hit me. I just come out and just do something.
Ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to present you.
Here's my invitation.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to present the Screen Actors Guild's Life Achievement Award, Miss Anne Margaret.
Hi there. There's Mr. Burns right there. The Guild has been giving a Life Achievement Award for 32 years, and I cannot think of a better person to receive the first televised Life Achievement Award than Mr. George Burns. First of all, he's had the longest life, nearly 100 years of it. That's right, yes. 99 years young. I met him when he was 64. I met him a long time ago, literally a lifetime ago, at the start of my own career. He gave me my first big break in Las Vegas. And having lost his partner and the love of his life, the beautiful and greatly talented Miss Gracie Allen, he decided to embark upon a career as a single rather than retire. And it worked. Indeed, it worked. He became big box office, received an Academy Award, and fulfilling the dream of every actor and politician, he got to play God. Not once, but 3 times. And he has never stopped helping other performers or giving of himself to countless charities. And he's never stopped acting, still honing that timing that he developed back before the First World War, when he was the lucky act that got to follow the legendary Fink's Mules.
You know, this honor kind of brings back a lot of memories.
You're too smart for one girl.
I'm more than one.
You're more than one.
Yet my mother has a picture of me when I was 2.
For once, they're doing the life of a man who could really play himself.
You got a white coat on there. What did you expect, a gray sport jacket? All right, this is a stick-up.
You've got to be kidding. That's better. I know one thing, I'm not going to retire.
Should I speak louder?
Not unless you can't hear what you're saying. I don't know whether you noticed it or not, but I look so much younger than I am that they'll never believe I'm old enough to collect my Social Security. And by the time I do look as old as I really am, I won't be able to walk down there and get it.
To be a flower child, though, you have to believe in making love and not war.
I go them one better.
Yeah?
I don't do either one.
I heard your blood didn't circulate.
Not true. My blood circulates. I'm not saying everywhere, but it circulates. And usually at these dinners, if you're the guest of honor, you get up and talk about the secret of your success.
You're God.
Not what you expected, huh?
Good night.
Lucky to have such good friends. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
And now,
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
first of all, I want to say something.
What?
First of all, I want to say something. I want to give you an award, okay?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. It is now my supreme pleasure to give this year's Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award to an American legend, my dear, loving friend, Mr. George Burns.
I think I better sit down. Thank you. Thank you very much. But now I'm going to do something that's not easy to do. I'm going to sit down.
Okay.
The casts of Frasier, Seinfeld, ER, and Picket Fences, they're all here as the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
More than 40 years. It's business, it's town. It chews you up, then spits you out.
Gosh, I'm afraid you're not right for this role, though, honey. I'm sorry.
I'm a character actress. I can play this part any way you want.
Honey, I'm sure that
Why
you're a
don't you
very,
give me an
very
idea
good
what
actress.
you're looking
It's just
for?
that you're a little bit too soft
What?
and genteel. You're not threatening enough.
Not threatening enough. How's this? You take your hands off me, or I'm gonna knee you right through the roof of your mouth.
I ain't afraid of you. What is happening with your cool vines?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're the worst actor I've ever seen in my life.
I think you should know this. You're a horrible actress. Thank God I don't have to hear her voice anymore.
You've seen her in Boomerang and The Flintstones, and you'll soon see her in Losing Isaiah. His credits include Beverly Hills Cop, The Santa Claus, and Seinfeld. Here's Halle Berry and Judge Reinhold.
When an actor's contribution to a television show is truly distinctive, he or she is often singled out for an award.
But when the entire cast of a show performs with distinction as a group, week in and week out, over an entire season, their efforts as an ensemble generally go unnoticed.
Until tonight.
So, in our first Ensemble Acting Award of the evening, for outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy television series, the nominees are...
Frasier.
You have to help me decide what to do with it.
Well, you might want to consider letting Wendell reinvest it. That's what I'm doing. It's called rolling it over.
Then I'll do it. This is so exciting.
What's all this?
Well, your brother just gave me $200, and now he's going to roll me over.
Mad About You.
How can you not have a wrench? I'm looking. A fly is not a wrench.
You can never have too many pillows.
Personally, that wouldn't have been my choice.
Hi, Pam.
Murphy Brown.
Miles had a sex dream about another man.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Lots of people have homoerotic dreams.
Have you?
Are you kidding?
What about you, Corky? No, Murphy? Not that I can remember. Jim?
Absolutely not. I've never had a dream in my entire life.
Northern Exposure.
Men are acting like women, and women are acting like men.
How come when men get horny, it's okay, but when women get horny, it's a disease?
And what we're seeing here is a significant deviation from the norm.
And this threatens you?
No.
Let the women fight it out for a while. I'm digging this non-competitive groove. You know what I'm saying?
All in favor?
Maggie.
Meeting adjourned.
Seinfeld.
I am never doing that again.
What? You mean in your mother's house or all together?
All together.
Oh, give me a break.
You don't think I can?
No chance.
You think you could?
Well, I know I could hold out longer than you.
Care to make it interesting?
Sure, how much?
$100?
You're on.
And the actor goes to...
Seinfeld.
You know, it's hard to believe in a town with this much plastic surgery that you can even give out a SAG award. But I always open with a joke. This is really something to be honored as an ensemble, because I know I speak for all of us when I say we take our group work very seriously. We love to work together, and before each show we all kind of, get together and hold hands, and we love to work together, and so we're really glad to be honored in this way. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I am upset. Now, for me as an actual child, the way you live in this house and we live is a dangerous thing for my later life when I become an actual person.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Screen Actors Guild, Mr. Barry Gordon.
Good evening, everybody. Boy, I think I just turned 15 when I started that film. And I never really dreamed that this actual person would ever be lucky enough to follow in the footsteps of some truly remarkable people. So tonight, on behalf of all of our members in 20 branches spread across all 50 states, I'd like to especially thank 3 organizations whose support made tonight's show possible. First, the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, which, like the Guild, AFTRA also represents and protects performers, including many of the actors in your favorite sitcoms and soaps. The Directors Guild of America, which represents the directors who decide exactly what you get to see and hear. In the isolation of a soundstage, the director is really our first audience and our best critic. And of course, it's the Writers Guild that make us sound like we know what we're saying. Well, not the Guild, but the writers. No, it's true. In fact, if it weren't for them, everybody else would have to just stay home. And fortunately, they are represented by the Writers Guild of America. And these 3 artist unions allowed us to share tonight's clips with you. We thank them for their generosity. We salute their members for their work, which is integral to every performance you'll see tonight. Please, give them a round of applause. And now, let's take a look back at the past presidents of our guild.
I envy you, for you were present at the birth of a mighty union.
And now, to present a special Screen Actors Guild Award for Cultural Diversity, the award for outstanding portrayal of the American scene. Please welcome a fine, fine actor, Edward James Olmos.
God bless you and thank you very, very much. My name is Edward James Olmos and I'm an actor. Over the years, I have played Americans of all kinds. I've played Native Americans, I played Asian Americans, I played Latinos, Anglos-Americans. I've played them too. The American scene is crowded with characters of every ethnic and social type, as well as the actors who can play them. To celebrate that wonderful reality, the Screen Actors Guild has established a special award. It is presented to a motion picture or television show that best embodies the rich cultural diversity of our country. From a surprisingly wide field of entries, the Guild chose the funny and poignant Northern Exposure. Set in the marginally fictional town of Sicily, Alaska, the series continually casts seniors, women, Native Americans, and performers with disabilities in a multicultural setting of dignity and respect. It's my pleasure to present the first Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Portrayal of the American Scene to Northern Exposure.
Walt, I've been giving it a lot of thought, and I want you to move in.
Move in?
That's right.
With you?
I'm in love, Joe. I'm desperately in love with Walter Kupfer.
Ed, how's it going? Really great. How about yourself? Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. Happy Thanksgiving, Dr. Fleischman.
What's so funny?
Him and Bear.
Yeah? What?
My mom gave him the whitest strap of fat.
Yeah? And?
And he saw it and started to sweat and got pale and ran from the table.
It was the first time I had it.
We can all go together in this wild.
And now to accept this award for Northern Exposure, the executive producers, David Chase and Andrew Schneider. Well, thanks so much to the Screen Actors Guild for giving us this award. It's good to be doing something right. And I want to acknowledge our line producers and crew, our wonderful crew in Seattle, our writer-producers right here in Los Angeles, and our post-production staff, and Andy Schneider, who wrote the script that got us this award, along with his wife and co-executive producer, Diane Frolov.
You'll forgive me, I'm not off book. On behalf of everyone at Northern Exposure, including my partner, Diane Frolov, who couldn't be here this evening, I'd like to thank the Screen Actors Guild. This award is for showing the diversity of American life. I also have to think that it's for showing that diversity in a way that is non-stereotypical. If that's so, then our cast is largely a catalyst for this, because they are a group of actors so talented, so engaging, so multifaceted, that they defy any stereotype that you might want to apply to them. Thank you, our cast.
Thank you.
Coming up, your favorite drama competes.
Camera. You don't see anything. Now look higher. Now you see it. It's horrible, Anne, but you can't look away. There's no chance for you, Anne. No escape. You're helpless, Anne. Helpless. There's just one chance. If you can scream, but your throat's paralyzed. Try to scream, Anne. Try. Perhaps if you didn't see it, you could scream. Throw your arms across your eyes and scream, Anne. Scream for your life. Oh, that's fine, Anne. Now we'll try one with a filter, eh?
She's our favorite female on Seinfeld and a Screen Actors Guild winner tonight. Please welcome Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
In this business, there are no small parts, only really, really bad ones. When you work on a dramatic series, like I do, you realize how amazing it is when a group of actors can join together to become a true ensemble. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Dramatic Television Series are
Chicago Hope.
Head to his practice. Get him up to the OR.
I'm going to get past him while he's stable. Come on, let's go.
I can't do it, him.
That boy's gonna die. You'll do it now. This is a legal problem. This is my turf now. So don't dare dismiss me.
I love you. And I want to come home.
ER.
How dare you speak to him this way?
Treat your child like this.
I'm supposed to turn every gang kid that comes in here just some kind of Nelson Mandela?
How long till that little voice in your head starts reminding you of all the infinite 22-year-olds you could be screwing tomorrow?
I'll see you at a review committee, and they will fry your ass so fast you'll be lucky to keep your license.
His injuries were too severe, and he died.
Why can't you fix it?
We can't fix everything.
Law and Order.
I've seen stronger cases.
Hey, if the guy shot her in Times Square at rush hour, we'd have brought you a stronger case.
No witnesses?
We canvassed that neighborhood 3 times. No one saw Dobson.
No shell casings? Dobson's gun is an automatic, isn't it?
Well, he's no dummy. Maybe he picked it up.
Could have picked it up. That'll go over well in cross-examination.
NYPD Blue.
We'll all be fine together.
With those gunshots? Sylvia just walked out of here. Stand back, stand back. 15 squad Central. Put a rush on the ambulance to I-27 schoolyard.
Get it, Luke. It's gone. It's 2 in the heart.
Picket fences.
Take your chair. Sit down. Don't touch that blindfold until I tell you. Okay? Now I'm going to go in the kitchen and take off my robe and get the wine.
You naked under that robe? Maybe I'll eat you for dinner.
Oh, well, wouldn't that be lovely? Don't touch the blindfold.
No, get some antacid.
And the actor goes to the cast of NYPD Blue.
I guess I've been elected. We've been through a lot as a cast together, as you can imagine. Forget the floods and the fires and the earthquakes. We had to deal with Donald Wildman and David Caruso's departure. But we're here, and I guess that's the important thing. I know we'd all like to thank Stephen Bochco for obvious reasons, David Milch, Greg Hoblet, Mike Robin, Junie Lowry, Alexa Fogel, our cast, and our wonderful crew. Thank you very much.
He's 13 in the 7th grade, the co-star of Home Improvement, and about to be seen in the movie Man of the House. His co-presenter is somewhat older than 13, one of the stars of Chicago Hope and a Screen Actors Guild nominee tonight. Here's Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Hector Elizondo.
How's that? Stand tall, JT. JT's a good guy.
Hi.
That used to be Alan Ladd's old apple box, you know.
Isn't it?
Go ahead. Shoot from the hip. Go ahead.
All right. Now, we see so many weird-looking creatures on film and TV nowadays, we no longer think about where they came from. The dinosaurs from Jurassic Park and the Flintstones, the man-eating plant and Little Shop of Horrors, the whole Muppet family. They're all puppets, and the men and women who bring them to life are puppeteers, another vital branch of the Screen Actors Guild.
Why, when you hear puppet, you probably think of Howdy Doody. A little before your time, eh? Those were the old days. State-of-the-art puppetry involves gadgets and computers and whole teams of puppet masters. That horrible plant in Little Shop of Horrors needed 65 people moving his arms, mouth, eyes, and digestive system.
There are 1,500 guild members working as puppeteers. The next time you have a nightmare featuring those hideous dead peoples from the movie Beetlejuice, remember these fine folks.
Be me.
You want a cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you.
I love working with puppets. In the beginning, it was hard because it's just strange thinking about the fact that you really are talking to a puppet. But it completely wears away, and you just, completely forget that they are puppets.
I don't want that thing back in my mouth.
Come on, I want to knock. The puppeteers make them so lifelike, and you can really learn to relate to each one of them.
Where are you going?
Hollywood.
Roll film.
This'll be some good slop.
What do you think?
I'll be good. I promise.
Believe it, baby. It talks.
This job sucks.
Well, we can kid all we want about actors and their eccentricities. After all, who knows better than we do? But when you think about all the truly unforgettable screen moments brought to you by the 5 women we're about to name, you begin to realize the enduring value of a great performance.
The nominees for outstanding performance by a female actor in a TV movie or miniseries are...
Katharine Hepburn, One Christmas.
But I guess for you, my dear, a life with no regrets. For you.
Diane Keaton, Amelia Earhart, The Final Flight.
I want to take her up. One more time. Up into the clouds.
Sissy Spacek, A Place for Annie.
I just wish my parents could hear. I wish they'd hear me. I wish they'd forgive me.
Cicely Tyson, The Oldest Confederate Widow, Tells All.
We're very go all out for us. We're my peoples of Africa. Nothing evil. Only white folks think there is. Scared white folks to death.
Joanne Woodward, Breathing Lessons.
You know, if you want to drive a car, you have to get a driver's license. It's a lot easier to drive a car than it is to live day after day with a husband.
And the actor goes to...
Joanne Woodward, Breathing Lessons.
Joanne Woodward is currently starring in Arsenic and Old Lace in Connecticut and could not be with us. We accept on her behalf.
Nominees for tonight's awards were selected by a nationwide random sample of Screen Actors Guild members, and winners were chosen from ballots sent to...
Madame is the greatest star of them all.
That movie star? See him hold him behind me?
You'll always be a great movie star.
Star? That's a big word, isn't it? Star.
You're going to be a great star, Esther. Don't let that change you too much. Don't let it take over your life.
Wrinkled, wrinkled little star. Hope they never see the scars.
Miss Big Fat Movie Star! Miss Rotten Stinking Actress!
You see, this is my life. It always will be. There's nothing else. Just us. And the cameras. And those wonderful people out there in the dark. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
He won an Academy Award for his performance in the motion picture Charlie. Here's Screen Actor Guild board member Cliff Robertson.
Good evening. Before I read that very excellent printed prose up ahead of me, I'd like to say two things. One, I would like to thank the Screen Actors Guild for, after 63 years, finally making a night like this possible. And secondly, I would like to thank the 78,000 members of the Guild for making the Guild possible. Thank you. We now turn our attention to the Screen Actors Guild performers whose work includes television commercials and industrial films. You know, it used to be, not too long ago, that doing a commercial was considered beneath the dignity of any self-respecting actor. On the scale of desirable jobs, it was just below delivering a singing telegram. Well, the late Sir Laurence Olivier changed all that. Nobody these days looks down on any actor for appearing in a commercial. Well, most commercials. Over 30,000 SAG members derive at least part of their livelihood from commercials and industrials. In fact, many of today's stars got their feet wet doing commercials. See if you can recognize them.
Now the Army starts you at $288 a month. And you may not even have to spend it.
Lucy, let me borrow your shampoo.
What a roommate. Can't you ever buy your own stuff?
Well, Lucy, I'm not exactly dressed to go to the store right now.
How convenient.
Head and shoulders.
Ever mess up eyeliner? Me too. I'm a model, but I can't draw a straight line.
Oh, no, the white glove.
Caught by the white glove.
Dance in the rain?
Why else would Aramis give me this umbrella?
You're mad.
Only about you and old movies.
So is it a soup or is it a meal? Heck, that's easy. Chunky's the soup. It eats like a meal.
I'm going to wash your front window, your back window, your side view mirror. I'm going to treat your car like it's my own.
The new VW fastback sedan. It seats 4 with more room for elbows and legs. It's pretty jazzy, too.
It doesn't take a lot of money to buy a 1970 Ambassador.
Hey, Mama, it didn't cost so much. Hey, come on, let's go for a ride, huh?
The way I'm dressed?
You look beautiful.
He was Captain Jean-Luc Picard on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and an accomplished actor on 2 continents here on Earth long before that. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Stewart.
During the arrival, as we were passing the press, the question was being asked again and again, why has it taken so long for the Guild to have its own award ceremony? And surely the answer is obvious. We are the most modest, the most unassuming, the most self-effacing guild in the industry. A long time ago, an obscure English playwright in Warwickshire wrote, "Good my lord, will you see the players well bestowed? Do you hear, let them be well used, for they are the abstract and brief chronicles of the time. After your death, you would better have a bad epitaph than their ill report while you live," which, in our own words, other than Hamlet's, means that he was saying, be kind to actors, because they won't forget. The nominations for the outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role in a motion picture, and they are.
Jodie Foster, Nell.
Miss Patty.
Yes,
Miss Nell. Not Nell.
Jessica Lange, Blue Sky.
I can see that radiation just coming off you. No, you get your damn contaminated hands off me.
Meg Ryan, When a Man Loves a Woman.
I am not more problem to solve. I'd get drunk, I'd pass out, and you'd put me back together. That was the best, huh? That made you feel good. And that's what hurts.
Susan Sarandon, The Client.
You boys attempted to interrogate a child outside the presence of his mother without her consent. He specifically asked you if you needed a lawyer, and you said no, stating as one of your reasons the idea that lawyers are a pain in the ass.
Meryl Streep, The River Wild.
I got everything I can in the world in this boat, and I got my baby girl waiting at the other end, and I know I cannot do this. I cannot row this big water, man. That's the truth.
And the actor goes to Jodie Foster for Nell. Jodie is directing a movie back east, and we are very happy to accept this award on her behalf. Congratulations, Jodie. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Angela Lansbury.
One last actor's tale. Way back in 1927, Jack Warner was asked about the introduction of sound and motion pictures. Harry Warner said, I really messed this one up. Can I start all over again? I'm not reading very well tonight. One last actor tale, that's good. Asked back in 1927 about the introduction of sound in motion pictures, Harry Warner, one of the famous Warner brothers, was heard to wonder out loud, who the hell wants to hear actors talk? Well, Harry, it turns out a lot of us did. In our last award of the evening, the following nominees for outstanding performance by a male actor in a leading role in a motion picture are all fine actors and masters of the talkie. And they are
Morgan Freeman, The Shawshank Redemption.
Let me tell you something. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane.
Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
Why don't you love me, Jimmy? I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Paul Newman, Nobody's Fool.
You know what I used to do when I was your age and I got scared? I'd try to be brave for exactly a minute. And the next time, I'd try to be brave for 2 minutes.
Tim Robbins, The Shawshank Redemption.
I understand you're a man that knows how to get
Yeah, I'm known to locate certain things from time to time. What do you want?
Rita Hayworth.
What?
John Travolta, Pulp Fiction.
You know the funniest thing about Europe is?
What?
It's the little differences. Big Mac's a Big Mac, but they call it Le Big Mac.
Le Big Mac. What do they call a Whopper?
I don't know. I didn't go on a Burger King.
And the actor goes to Tom Hanks for Forrest Gump.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that this man is holding the masks of comedy and tragedy. They are both so hard to do, and yet they're actually almost mirror images of each other. Both of them will make you lose sleep, question your motives, wonder why you're there, wonder why you're doing this in the first place. But if you're crazy enough to want to do that in a medium that never lets you forget that you were there in the first place, that lives forever, you can get one of these, a Screen Actors Guild card. I got mine for the pilot of Bosom Buddies. My wife got hers for playing a cheerleader on the Brady Bunch. We've all got ours, wonderful stories and our wonderful memories that are connected with this. If you're lucky enough, you get to work an ensemble with Gary Sinise and Robin Wright, Michael T. Williamson and Sally Field. You get to work under the guidance of Steve Starkey, Wendy Fireman, and certainly Bob Zemeckis and Eric Roth. If you're really, really fortunate, you get to be singled out with Morgan Freeman, with Tim Robbins, with John Travolta, and with oh my God, Tim Robbins. I said Tim Robbins and Paul Newman. And if you're, I'd say I'm the luckiest man in the world because I've got the most beautiful, gorgeous wife, who I believe was Miss Screen Actors Guild of 1982. I'm not sure. But you get to have a moment like this in front of all of you, my peers. Thank you so very, very much.